Hey, what's up guys? So I've got Samsung Galaxy A32 here and it's time to unbox this phone. So the one that I have here is in white color and it has got quite a decent specifications to it as well. So this one has 128 gigs of internal storage and 6 gigs of RAM, and then it has 6.4-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display with 90 Hz refresh rate, 5000 mAh battery which has fast charging, 15-watt fast charging, and then we have quad camera system here. So we'll take a look at all of this once I unbox this phone, and let's do that and take a look at the contents of this phone. So there we go, we have unboxed the phone here. Let's take a look at the contents now. So we have got a silicone case here, so that's nice. Let's put it aside here. Then we've got some paperwork, quick start guide. We've got some stickers here, and then we have the phone itself. Let's take it out. So it has got quite a bit of heft to it, and I'm actually really liking the feel in the hand, even though I have not taken off the plastic yet, but I can tell that this does feel like a premium phone. Anyways, let's put it aside and take a look at the rest of the contents. We have got our data cable here, charging cable, and then we have an adaptive fast charging. So not a fast charger, not a super fast charger, but just adaptive fast charger. Does the job all right. No headphones in the box, but anyways, we've got all the basics here. We've got a charger here, that's the main thing. So this is the phone. I really like the color of this phone. I really like the quad camera system. Let's take the plastic off then. So here it is, without any plastics, everything gone. Let's go through the hardware quickly. So we have got quad camera system here. So there's a 64 megapixel primary camera here, and then we have got an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, 5 megapixel depth camera, and 5 megapixel macro lens here. We have got power button here on the side, volume buttons. Then on the top we have a mic. On the left we have our SIM tray. On the bottom we have our audio jack, USB-C port, and our speaker. Let's take SIM tray out. So we have got 3 slots in the SIM tray, so you can use 2 SIM cards and an SD card at the same time, which is great value in this phone in this price range. So the sides of this phone are flatter as compared to some other phones from Samsung where we have these rounded sides, and I like the grip of this one because it's easy to grip with flatter sides. And I like the heft and the size of this phone as well. 6.4-inch screen is great. I'm going to turn this phone on and set it up, and I will come back. So I'm all done with the initial setup now. Let's take a look at the screen, the hardware and the software a little bit. Let's go in settings and software, in about phone, in software information. So this one is running on One UI 3.1, Android version 11, which is great, running on the latest Android software and latest One UI software from Samsung. So it has got all the latest features in One UI that you can access in other Samsung phones running on One UI 3.1. You can have a lot of them on this phone as well. Then let's take a look at the screen, which has a refresh rate of 90 Hz. So that's great actually in this price range. So if we go in motion smoothness, here you can see high and then standard. So if you select high, you will have 90 Hz screen refresh rate, and if you select standard, you will have the standard 60 Hz refresh rate. Now obviously I cannot show you this improvement in the smoothness of the display on camera. You'll have to have this phone in your hand to see this smoothness, but it's great. It feels really smooth. Animations are really smooth, and switching between apps is smooth as well. If we go into the camera here, let's go through the camera features quickly. So we've got the portrait mode here. So we have the depth camera at the back, and thus we have the portrait mode here as well, even though Samsung is very good with without any depth camera with portrait mode now. So in more we have got AR doodle, pro mode, panorama, macro, night mode, food, slow motion, and hyperlapse, and you can actually add these modes down here. to access them more quickly. Now I think this is a very good package. It's a very decent package. We've got 5000 mAh battery, and then we've got 15-watt fast charging here. We have quad cameras. I like this color as well. I like the build quality. I don't know if this is glass or plastic. It does feel like glass, but I read online that it's plastic. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we've got the fingerprint scanner. Let's take a look at the fingerprint scanner. So I think this is generation 1 because it's a bit slow but works fine, unlocks pretty quickly, but not as quick as the fingerprint scanner on S21 Ultra is. So if we compare it quickly with S21 Ultra, so it does ask you to keep your finger on the fingerprint scanner a bit longer. So let's try again. So there you go. So you can see the difference. So in the end, I want to quickly compare it with some other phones, A52 and A72, so you can see the size difference between these two phones. So this one is A72, and you can see the size difference. You can see the camera bump on A52, but we don't have any on A32. The camera is just sticking out of the body. And here's the thickness comparison between the two phones. We have 5000 mAh battery in A32 and 4500 in A52. So you can see that A52 is just slightly bigger, slightly taller as compared to A32, and I think slightly wider. It is also heavier, so A52 is 189 grams as compared to A32, which is 184 grams. So there's a bit of a difference in weight, even though we have larger battery in A32. Now let's put A72, A72 beside these two phones. So that's the bigger one, bigger brother of the A series family. So there you go, A72, A52 and A32. Now these two phones have quite few things common between them in terms of specifications and their processor, but A32 is quite a bit different as compared to these two phones. Let me know if you want to see a full-blown comparison between these three phones. And in the end, that's about it from this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.